Honestly, I'm always gonna say fed is best. Do what you need for your baby. Breastfeeding has benefits for babies. It gives antibodies and nutrition. Personally, I always try to make it at least what I will always tell everybody, if you can at least do the colostrum, that's great. If you cannot after, like, do what you can, but
So something you should know, I feel like. So I think it's a good idea to take a breastfeeding class because the misinformation that is out there about breastfeeding is crazy. So it is so rare for you to not be making enough for your baby. The only reason you're not making enough for your baby is because you're not putting your baby to the boob when they're hungry. I know it feels like they're constantly on there sometimes. It literally is a day. So there'll be days where it feels like your baby's feeding all day, every day. And that is by design. That is to get your milk supply up, to up your demand, because right now it's making this amount. And so your baby, they automatically know that they're going to need more. So they cluster feed for like a day or two. And then after that, you'll notice that your supply goes up. Also, I hear a lot of women saying, my milk didn't come in like right after the baby's born. It's not going to. It's going to
takes about a
take
week.
it can take up to a week. And so it's like the amount of people that are like misinformed about it is insane. If you supplement with formula, you will not have the supply for your baby because you're giving up a feeding with your baby by giving them formula. They're not going to signal to your body that your body needs more milk. So it's important to reassure her that she's doing an incredible job, get her snacks, keep her hydrated. All those things are very important jobs for dads to do. Keep her hydrated, give her lots and lots of support, tell her she's doing an incredible job. And if she decides that she's done at 2 weeks postpartum, she's just like, I can't freaking do this. That's also your job to support her, not tell her, why don't you keep going? This, that, whatever. Shame her into, telling her that breastfeeding is best. Breastfeeding is technically best. I think also fed is best, and mom's mental health has a lot to do with this as well. I personally suffer mentally when I'm breastfeeding, so I feel this, but technically breastfeeding is best. It is what is made for your baby specifically by design. There's nothing else that can mimic the nutrition of it, and there's no shame in not doing it either.
And she also knows that there's other factors, like when if
Yes.
moms go back to work, it's hard. Sometimes
If your
it's
baby's in the NICU,
yeah, if your baby's in
like,
the NICU,
there's just so many
if
factors, and
you
some people just don't
yeah,
feel
and
like
a lot of moms, honestly, a lot of moms don't get to pump at work the
yeah,
way that they're told they could do.
yeah,
Because if you're short on staff,
yeah,
like when I was working at the paramedic, you think I
mhm,
had time to go pump? Like they were
mm-mm,
like, okay, put it in your thing. You're still going on a call.
yeah,
And with Rosie,
yeah,
I was bullied in the hospital into giving her formula because her blood sugar was so low that they told me that if I didn't get her blood sugar up, that they were going to put her in the NICU. And so I panicked and we gave her formula. Then she wouldn't take any. So I never really got to give her. So we do understand that there's factors. Yes, we would always encourage breastfeeding because I think one,
yes.
it's something that everybody should do because you're not
At
gonna
least once,
you
like,
don't
even
know.
in the hospital,
Yeah.
like, I think everybody should give it a try. I'm not gonna ever judge a mom for deciding to do what's best for them and their baby, but I do personally truly think it's beneficial to, while you're in the hospital,
Mm.
while you're with nurses who know what they're talking about with breastfeeding or a lactation consult, I think everybody should at least try breastfeeding
Mhm.
on the breast. I know a lot of people are weirded out by it, and that's okay if you are. I'm just saying I think everybody should.